Today's lesson is going to be on Fukyu Kata. Fukyu Kata is a fundamental kata, which is what it means, fundamental. It uses a little bit wider stances than the Kion Kata, and it's going to be done in a walk-along manner. I'm going to go really slow with this, demonstrating and working on technique. The focus of the Fukyu Kata, of course, is for orange belt and everything, and this will just be a walk-along with it. You'll be using a front stance and actual Zenkoso dodge, which when you're looking from the front, your feet should be both pointed forward as much as possible. Should not be like this. It should be wide, okay, but you should also not be real wide either. It should be just about double shoulder width apart. And Nekowashi dachi, your cat stance as well, which is all your weight back here, shoulder hip lined up, squared forward. Covering something on the Nekowashi dachi, a lot of people will put their heel and their toes like this, so they're setting up kind of sideways. You should be natural. So you should be stepping forward and sitting natural as you notice. So if I were to drop my heel and slide back, I'm pretty much standing about normal height, okay? And this is the Fukyu Kata. Fukyu Kata consists of Fukyu Kata Shodan, Nidan, and Sandan. However, we run them as one particular kata. They're not broken down into three separate ones when we train and when we practice and when we perform. Fukyu Kata. So I'm standing here, you'll stand there, we'll face the same direction. You're going to right and say Fukyu Kata. And your yoi position, you'll step your right leg back, executing a down block with the left leg forward. Just as such. This is Fukyu Kata Shodan. Step into a front stance, punch, and block. Shift back into a cat stance, middle block. Step into a front stance, punch 1, 2, 3, and ki on that punch. Okay. Shift, sweep, punch, pull. Shift back into a good cat stance and block. Step into a front stance. 1, 2, ki. Step again. Punch 1 and pull. You're going to step back, shift into a block, step forward, punch 1, 2, 3, ki. Look over our right shoulder, our left shoulder, excuse me. We're going to move our left leg and down block. We'll do the exact same thing going back 3 times. Step in, punch, block, shift, block, step in, punch 1, 2, height. Again, step, punch, pull, shift, block, step, 1, 2, ki. Again, punch, block, shift and block, 1, 2, ki. Look over your left shoulder, take your left leg, turn, execute a down block. Fukyu Kata Nidan. Front stance, high block, middle block, low block. Again, high, middle, low. Again, high, middle, low. Look over your left shoulder, move your left leg, down block. Step in. High, middle, low. Again, high, middle, low. Step in, high, middle, low. Pick your hand up, eye height. Look over your left shoulder. Turn, front stance, strike the side of the neck, chamber, double down. Fukyu Kata Sandan. We're going to front kick, front stance, opposite hand, right leg, left hand, strike. Double down. Kick. Left leg, right hand strike. Double down. Kick. Left hand strike. Double down. Pick the hand up. Look over the shoulder. Turn. Strike and ki. Double down. Front kick. Opposite hand. Strike. Front kick. Opposite hand. Strike. Front kick. Opposite hand. Strike. Hand comes eye height. Turn. Ki. Double strike. Step back. Right. Fukyu Kata. And then yoi. Okay, Fukyu Kata is a very fundamental kata, like we talked about earlier. The big thing I want you guys to work on is executing what we call the hip. As Sensei likes to say, if your OB's not waving, you're not doing karate. You got to keep the hips relaxed. one of the things that the stances do is they actually activate the hip. All right. So when we're doing that first position and we're stepping in from that down block to do that punch, your hips actually activated so you can power up and hit. Pull. There's a little pull there. You notice the hip moves. Same thing here. Throw the hip. Step in and punch. Throw your hip. Punch and throw your hip. Punch. Very, very important. Even when we do the high, middle, and low, when you're here, you're going to throw your hip and then throw your hip. So that way when you're doing this kata, you got hip movement. That's where your power generation comes from. Very, very important part of the Fukyu Kata. More videos coming up.